Everybody, welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast, all the sports gambling podcast network. My name is Talon Jenkins, joined with our hosts. We got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Normally I'm like the numbers guy, the analytics, the charts, but last night's episode proved I'm not the biggest nerd on the show with all the orc talk last night there. So I was happy to realize that after the fact.
No comment. Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy myself. You guys know the saying, the calm before the storm. Well, that's what it feels like right now. We got the NHL playoffs next weekend, NBA playoffs the same day. We got the Masters starting tomorrow. Gonna be sitting on my couch all day, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, let's be real. I'll be sitting on my balcony just hacking darts, but the metaphorical couch. Yeah, but right now I feel like I'm adrift at sea. There's no fresh water around. We're just sitting down there in the sun. I want to have a nap, but we're still here. It was a fun Champions League game today, I guess. That was fun, but no, I'm pretty lethargic right now. But good to be with you boys as usual, and ready to get this going. These are the real dog days, like the last week of the season. Everything's almost settled except for this fucking turtle race out east. Yeah, it's kind of fun, I guess, but yeah, real dog days, real calm before the storm shit.
I will say, like, normally at this time of the year, it is like just miserable. Everyone's generally speaking, where you're going to be in the standings, who you're going to be playing, home ice, all that shit has been determined. This year's a little bit different. So yes, it is the dog days, but at least there's still a reason to watch and entertain some of these games. The battle out there in the East for these last two spots is pretty incredible. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I just talked to these guys a little bit before. I got to fight Uber. So, hey, you Uber, I'm calling you out right now, you little bitches. Fucking get me my food when I want it, you cunts. Bring it on. I hope they're never a sponsor or anything. We get in trouble, but whatever. For the time being, suck my hog, Uber. Other than that, I'm doing good. I'm tired. It's been a long couple days, but I'm with Julie. I'm so geared up for the Masters. I am off tomorrow and Friday, so dude, I already went to the LCBO. I stocked up on beers. I do not plan on leaving the house tomorrow. I'm going to be on the couch just fucking pounding beers and cooking. Actually, I'm cooking some German food tomorrow, so that'll be nice and interesting. I'll be sure to send my boy, Mr. I know. You know what I'm making? I'm making what they call it? Pork knuckle. No, pork knuckle. It's a Schweinshaksha. Schweinshaksha. It's crispy German pork knuckle with beer gravy and potato dumplings. Yeah.
There's the Rückrinde, which is the pork butt. Like the back of the pig, that's a big thing there. Mm-hmm. But I know what you're saying. I couldn't say it for my life. I gotta say,
but I know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks good. I found a recipe. It looked good, and I found the pork knuckles. I'm like, fuck it, let's bang this one out tomorrow. That'll be good.
The Schwein.
Yes, exactly. The Mr. Tree over here has got no idea what the fuck we're talking about. But us orcs, we eat all parts of the pig. Damn right we do.
Fucking right.
All right, we're going to keep this moving here. Everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast on our website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. We got a 10-game slate in the NHL tomorrow, which is going to be absolutely electric. All of it starting off probably after Masters coverage. So tomorrow is going to be a sick day for sports. I'm very excited. Basketball is doing its thing. Obviously, we got the Masters. Jolie, how are we looking for the Masters turn? Have you got your bets in yet, or what are you thinking?
Are we doing this now? I could do this now.
Do you want to do this now or later?
We can say it for later, but let's just say I got a fuckload of bets that won't win. That's how I'm feeling right now. I look at my accounts being depleted by just like putting in dumb bet after dumb bet. But at least we'll have fun for the next few days, and maybe I'll be proven wrong. We'll see. But yeah, we'll get to the real bets towards the end of the show for all you nerds and losers out there who can't stand to listen to a bit of golf talk.
And for whatever reason, if you're strictly here only for our golf talk, then just skip ahead, ignore all the hockey stuff, just fast forward and be there for Joel and I's golf bets later on in the show. Pork rinds, boy Doug Reed. Those are good.
You guys should do like a guest host spot on the golf gambling podcast like over the summer. Like hockey players go golfing, dude. Hockey podcasters go golf podcasting.
I don't even know who hosts the golf podcast.
It's
Steve Shermer and
Boston Capper, right? Yeah, and they have a third guy too. I think they all did pretty well. Check those guys out. Those guys giving out that tailor-made spider putter. So sportsgamblingpodcast.com/masters for that.
Another guy to talk Bruins about too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a Bruins fan. Tell me, I know he probably in Boston.
Big time.
That's exactly what I want to do is just spend my time talking to more fucking people from Boston. You know? Jesus Christ. All right, anyways, other stuff going on in sports. Baseball's doing its thing. You know, there's stuff going on. Apparently the Blue Jays put millions of dollars of renovations into their stadium. Let's go. Thumbs up. Nobody cares. Your sport sucks. What else is going on? NASCAR's doing its thing. MMA, NFL draft's coming up. That's going to be here soon. Obviously, we'll dive into that maybe a little bit after the Masters coverage. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. You can find all that information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out. Read the articles, listen to the other shows. Everybody kills it. Normally, I would say check out the MMA Gambling Podcast with their boy Jeff Fox. But you know what? Jeff Fox is being a little bit of a bitch today. All right, Jeff? So, yeah. You know what? You're the nerd, bud. Fucking Jolie and I are cool as shit. Why don't you go jerk off to Champagne Supernova or something lame like that? A waste of but yeah, so you can find all those other great shows there. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's awesome. I'm sure it's a great time. Everybody's having a blast in there. Yeah, so shout out that. If you want to be in the Discord, reach out to myself or Ryan. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HTP Twitter account, social media assistant producer. He'll get you going. He'll tell you everything that you need to know. Or what you can do is, oh, geez Louise, you know what you can do? You can just sing a nice melody, and the melody goes do 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 and that's the Masters melody, baby. And when you sing the Masters melody, our boy Joel Meyer will be right there popping out like fucking like Aladdin or some shit. And he'll be like, hey, I grant you 3 wishes, and all 3 of them are how to tell you how to get into the Discord. And that's how that'll happen.
You mean the genie?
Yeah, is that not Aladdin? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I wasn't a Disney guy. You know what I did instead of watching Disney? I was like, I had friends, so I was outside playing road hockey every fucking day. So all you little Disney fucking losers can deal with it.
Real orc behavior there.
I thought you were singing a lullaby there to Joel to put him to sleep here because he's so tired.
It's the most beautiful song ever written, Ryan. You wouldn't get it, you tree.
Before he started doing it, I thought he was going to go with a Smith song based on what we were talking about pre-production. Another.
You really want me to do that?
Jeff Fox.
I was happy in the haze of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. Are we going to get flagged for that? Morrissey's going to sue us. Give me a steak. I'll eat it right here, right now, until he will suck himself off. All right, we don't have any LDTs to go through. We went through that last show. Ryan, why don't you bang out some ads here, and we'll dive right into the slate.
Yeah, make sure to check out Underdog Fantasy. It's the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. At the Pick'em game, pick whether your favorite players have a higher or lower stat total for a chance to win up to 100 times your money in a single entry. Sign up today with promo code HGP. Get your first deposit doubled, as well as an instant pickup special at underdogfantasy.com or in the App Store, and register with promo code HGP to get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pickup special. Must be 18 years or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org. Or .org.
All right. Oh, I like that .org. That's cute. I like that a lot. All right, gentlemen, we got 10 game slate set here for Thursday, April the 11th. Are we ready to rock and roll here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, first game on the docket here. I'm not even pulling up what's on my phone. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets against the Florida Panthers. Game itself is in Florida here. Florida on the money line sitting at minus 375. Massive home favorites. Blue Jackets on the money line sitting at plus 295. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off minus 102. The under minus 118. Panthers on the puck line Fuck off, Bowie. Are you kidding me? At -1.5 is paying it off -162. Yeah, dude, like Florida's been, I don't want to say slipping. They just haven't been great heading into this. They've been a little bit better lately. They're 4-4-2 in their past 10, better than their record the past couple of games. They're coming off a decent win last game. Who was that against? I forget actually.
Sens.
The Sens. Yes, they beat the shit out of them, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
that was last week's game. They played them twice.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know. What was the score? 2-0?
Yeah, and the last one on Tuesday.
Okay, well, still nice little shutout. Fuck Ottawa here. Yeah, you know what? The thing about this is that Florida should absolutely beat the wheels off of Columbus, especially heading into the playoffs. They want to be in a good state. I know it took some heat from our favorite pal Archer saying, "Ooh, Florida's run down right now. Oh, I guess you might as well write them out." Well, guess what, Archer? That's not exactly what I was saying. But they're still playing some pretty good hockey. They're a goddamn decent team. Goaltending has been stellar for these guys. So I think it'd be crazy to take the Jackets in this game. Now, how do you bet Florida? Regulation's not worth it. Money line's definitely not worth it. Maybe the puck line at -1.5, -162. I mean, I haven't really heard anything of the Columbus's camps. They're terrible when it comes to goaltending, though. They're 31st in the league for goals against per game. So, yeah, the puck line might be the best way to look here for Florida. Maybe a team totals in play as well. Over, under, I do not have a good lead, so I'm going to be staying clear of that.
Yeah, I bet Panthers earlier at a better number, around -140, now up to -162 here. It's a bit high, but Columbus is just packing it in here for the season. Since the All-Star break, they're 10-17-2. 14 of those 19 losses have been by at least 2 goals there. And Florida, they're beating teams pretty handily here. Ottawa 2-0, 6-0 before. Beat the Flyers 4-1 a few weeks ago. And this is a good spot for Florida to build on what they're kind of get going here into the playoffs. So yeah, or if you want to get the number down, maybe a Florida team total over parlayed with a Columbus team total under, because I can't see Columbus scoring more than 2 while Florida puts up 4 or 5.
I'd be a bit careful back in Florida here. I know, they need to get some momentum going for the playoffs and all that, but they don't really have much else to play for.
Ice, bro.
Thinking ahead, I guess, but. What, are the Leafs going to catch them? Maybe.
The Leafs, they're 3 points away. The Leafs have a game in hand, and they play each other. So, yeah.
All right, I guess they do have something to play for. But, it's just line's too high. I know Blue Jackets have a ton of injuries. Like, they're missing, like, half their squad, basically. And you know what that means, though? At the end of the season, we're getting a bunch of new guys coming up, guys who want to, like, show themselves what they can do for the start of next year. So I would just stay away from this game entirely. I think the Blue Jackets, I wouldn't be too shocked to see them be competitive in this one. So, I'm certainly not laying any juice here. With the Panthers, kind of laid it out at 6.5, though. If they are geared towards building some playoff kind of performances, then they definitely want to look towards solidifying their defense. I don't think that they're going to be interested in involving themselves in a run and gun shootout game. So under 6.5 would be my lean there, but I have not bet this game at all.
All right, let's move down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the Philadelphia Flyers against the New York Islanders. Game itself is in New York here. Philly on the money line sitting at +180. Rangers on the money line at -218. Did I say the New York Islanders or the Rangers when I said that?
You said Isles.
Okay, well, I meant to say Rangers. Philly is playing the Rangers here. Over-under sitting at 6, both over-under paying off -110. Rangers on the puck line at -1.5, sitting at +114. Rye guy, I'm going to toss this one over your way, pal. Indulge us. What's going on? If you want to preach, if you want to get something off the chest, we're here to listen.
I'm just numb right now. I don't think it's a culture issue with Twitter. I think it's just a lack of talent, lack of goaltending. Team is run down, and they're just shit in the bed right now. So 8 straight losses, a bunch of them by at least 2 goals. 6 of them by at least 2 goals. So Rangers puck line maybe as a play, but I like the over 6 -110 here even better. Flyers have allowed 9-6, 4-4, 5-4, 6-4 in their past 8 games. Rangers have been putting up 4 or 5 pretty consistently. So could see Rangers by margin here, but also could just see weirdly the Flyers showing up. It would be very Flyers to get fucking killed in Montreal and go to play against the Rangers and play good games. But over is my only play here, over 6 at -110.
Now, this is a game where the Rangers actually do have something at stake because the Bruins are still live to win the 1 seed in the East, and that's a good thing. Because I mean, the Rangers might get more fucked than the Hurricanes because the Hurricanes get to play the 3 seed in the Metro, whereas the Rangers, if they get the 2, they have to play the Lightning. They don't want to play at Tampa Bay, so they absolutely want to get the 1 seed to play whatever filth finishes 8th. So Rangers do have some motivation here, especially coming off a loss to the Isles and the Flyers. Yeah, just that's the big story here. Just dead team walking. They can't get anything right. I like the Rangers just to crush the Flyers here. Yeah, Rangers want to get it going for the playoffs again, and yeah, the Flyers are just they're done. They're gassed. Like Ryan was saying, they're dead. So yeah, the Rangers I think will win this gun comfortably. So yeah, the over 6 I guess, but the Flyers have trouble scoring. I know they got a couple garbage time goals, or actually all their goals were garbage time because it was 6-0 for the Canadians. So all 3 of those were garbage time goals, and even before that, they I don't know, they weren't scoring at all. So that makes me worried for the over 6, but definitely like the Rangers here to win by 2 or more goals at a good plus number.
Yeah, I just want to pour one out really quickly for the Flyers here, man. Like the fact they held a playoff spot for as long as they did, and then to go on this 8-game losing streak, that's absolutely heartbreaking. So I'm sorry, Ryan. You know, we love you, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, with that being said, this is fucking cookie day to the extreme here. Love the Rangers in this game. Love them on the puck line, -1.5, +114. I think there's some value there. Probably find them in regulation for like -170 or something. Even I don't think that's a bad bet. Maybe even use as a parlay piece. It's a decent looking thing. I think they beat the absolute piss out of the Flyers here. Love the over too. Ryan touched on it. Philly's been giving up a lot of goals. Goaltending hasn't been great. I don't know if we're going to see Ursin or if we're going to see the Russian kidnappee. Either way, I don't really have much confidence in either of them. Ryan, what's up with this Russian guy? Have you seen him a couple games now?
He played some last night. I did not watch that because we were podcasting and the Flyers were down by at least 6 goals. He just needs time to get ready to get acclimated to the NHL level, I think. So I'm hoping they give him a few more starts the rest of the way, at least one. They have 3 games left, but yeah, because they have to decide what they're going to do for their goalie situation next season. If they're going to bring in a veteran or just go with Ursin and Fedotov.
Well, what's interesting is Fedotov is a UFA and as of July 1st. So.
Well, yeah, they've said they're going to sign him probably to a 2-year extension. That's out there. Yeah,
as long as it's mutual.
Yeah, Rangers race to 4 +125 would be the bet for this game.
I'm trying to stir the pot here a little bit, bro. You know, that's all I'm saying. One thing I do love in this game, love the over, like I said. Also, my boy Alexis Lafreniere is 3 goals away from the 30-goal marker. So maybe look for him to try and reach that come the last 3 games that the Rangers have here, and a glorious night against Philadelphia could help boost the cause if he gets 1 or 2 this game. So I'll be all over him for shots as well as anytime goal scorer.
Slav just got a hat trick, so why not laugh too?
Exactly, right? You know, everybody knows the laugh is better than slav. So, all right, moving on to the Joel. Did you go for this game or did I pass you? I forget.
I was in, man. Rangers by margin.
Okay. Moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the New Jersey Devils against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game itself is in Toronto here. New Jersey on the money line sitting at +164. Leafs on the money line at -198. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off -110. The under -110 as well. We just saw this game last night. The Leafs won. I think it was a 5-2 final, including empty netter here. Yeah, I love Toronto in this game, man, even at home here. 22-14-3 at home, which is fine. The Rangers have been good on the road, or not the Rangers. Why do I keep fucking that up? The Devils have been fine on the road, but it doesn't matter, dude. Like, the Devils have mailed it in. Jack Hughes is out for the rest of the season here. We saw that piss poor outing that we saw last night. They didn't have control, especially after giving up 2 goals early to the Leafs here. Leafs on a 3-game winning streak. We're expecting to see Ilya Samsonov in net for this game. Obviously, Joseph Woll played the last game. Ilya Samsonov's numbers since January 21st when he came back from his waiver stint, 18-3-1, which is absolutely fucking incredible. .915 save percentage, 2.43 goals against average, and 2 shutouts in that time span. Yeah, I really think the Leafs get it done and just get it done in regulation here. I think you can find that regulation line at -130. I think there's some value on that. Austin Matthews needs 4 more goals to hit 60. He plays the Rangers, then I think he plays Detroit, and then it's Tampa and Florida. So those last 2 games can be pretty heavy. I think he's going to want to try and get a couple cookies in this game and the next game against the Detroit Red Wings. So look at him for maybe an anytime goal scorer. Weird for his shots on goals as of late because they've split up Marner, Matthews, and Nylander on all 3 different lines. So he's not necessarily getting the ice time you want to see, and the Leafs power play has been pretty fucking shit as of late. But I still think Matthews anytime goal scorer is a good look. Over under in this game, I'm leaning towards the under 6.5 minus 110. Sammy's been awesome. If Jake Allen plays, Jake Allen always plays well against the Leafs. So maybe look for last game I had his over the number on saves. It was at 27.5. He had like 31 or something by the end of the game. Leafs are going to get some shots. He's going to make some big saves. He always does. And a fun little tidbit for my Matthews anytime goal scorer: 17 career games against the Devils. He has 16 goals. 16 career games against Jake Allen. He has 13 goals. So just saying.
Yeah, lean to the Leafs here. I don't think it's strong enough to play him on the money line. Maybe regulation could be a look, but I'd like the over 6.5 here, minus 110. Both of these teams have been heavy to the over this season, especially the Devils. Both meetings have gone over 5-2 just 2 days ago or last night, and then 6-3 back in March. So I like the over here, but I want to take this time to rant about the Devils being the team to fuck my same 8 teams to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference at 90-1. They can't even be in this fucking 5-way tie with these horrible teams so I could hedge it a little bit. They have no chance. So fuck the Devils. Go Leafs.
All right. Yeah, that was a crazy price there you got. It's crazy because that was a bigger price than the West, and I thought that the West has a likely chance to get 8 teams in. But anyway, that was a weird one. Yeah, shame on the Devils. Broke my heart this season, but I kind of feel it. This game is like a sneaky little Devils play here. I know the Maple Leafs are playing well lately, but Devils still have a ton of talent, obviously, without Jack Hughes now. I haven't bet it yet because, Jack Hughes is out for the season, so we'll see some Leafs money here. But if the number gets high enough, that's where I'll go. I'll bet the Devils here, but I like the over 6.5 as well. Agreeing with Ryan there for a lot of the same reasons. So lean to the Devils. Haven't bet them yet. Looking that way. And the over 6.5 here. I mean, yeah, the Austin Matthews shots on goal thing is should be a thing, considering he wants to get to 50
Don't
or
do
70.
It.
Well, we'll see. I mean, the thing that's troubling about that is that he wasn't on the ice when they had an empty net opportunity to score a goal. So I don't understand why he wasn't. You'd think that he'd want to be out there with a chance at the empty net.
Buddy.
What?
People are blowing a gasket. I listened to like about 7 hours of Toronto Talk Sports Radio today, and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on with your head? How come this guy is not on the ice with an empty net? So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's a bit weird. But, yeah, over 6.5 is the only thing I've played so far.
Mm-hmm.
But watch out for the Matthews, because I think that he'll be firing away at some point, because he wants 70. Come on, he's the kind of guy who wants to get that mark that hasn't been reached in 30 years almost. 30
you know what it is, and okay, I'll keep this quick here. You can't go for personal accolades when you play in Toronto, and that's not me saying that. That's because the narrative gets developed that, these guys just care about hitting 70. They don't care about the playoff. If it was up to every...
That's a good point. That's why he wasn't on the ice.
That's exactly, because Keith doesn't want to have to answer those questions, and every other one of you fucking loser people on Twitter that don't like this team, and don't you sit there and act like you wouldn't do this. You'd be the first one to fucking throw that at us. Oh, yeah, well, good thing you got 70. What's he going to do with the playoffs, though? And then if they get fucked in the first round, you'll be the first one to throw him scoring 70 goals back into his face, which makes absolutely no sense. But so that is a narrative, and it is a thing.
One thing that I've noticed a few years ago, but it's really becoming clearer and clearer to me, is how much more emphasis Americans place on individual performances compared to Canadians. Canadians are generally more team focused, like the Europeans as well, but the Americans, like in basketball in particular, obviously, like it's Jokic versus Devin Booker. It's always like one guy versus another, but that's a different sport. But even in hockey, I was watching the Avalanche game yesterday. Literally every time McKinnon was on the ice, he wants to point, he wants to shoot the shot. It was like they only care about the fucking the Ross and then the Hart shit. Like that's such an American thing. Like
I respect that though, man. Like why can't you have both? Why does that have to be so black and white? Why can't you want both of those things?
No. It's got to be emphasis on the team first, and you have to place emphasis somewhere. And Americans do on the individual, Canadians do on the team. Canadians do it right. Come on, Talon.
No, I disagree. I got it with
okay. You're American. You're a traitor.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Everybody's saying, "Oh, Matthews has to sit at least one game before the." So what? There's a difference if he plays 81 games instead of 82? God forbid he plays that one extra game. Get the fuck out of here. These are athletes. These are athletes that, no, I know it's not what you're saying. And I understand your point, but these are athletes that are in better shape than we could ever even fathom. And plus, these are thoroughbreds we're talking about. Why the fuck do you think that when a horse sprains an ankle on the racetrack, why do you think at the Kentucky Derby they put a fucking gun to its head and blow the fucking poor thing's brains out? You know why? Because a life without being able to race isn't a life worth living for these guys. And when we're talking to players of this caliber, the McKinnons, the Matthews, the McDavids, the Crosbys, the Panarins, they're thoroughbreds, man. This shit means everything to them. Does it mean that they're not going to give a fuck about playoffs? No. But these individual accolades, and it's not an individual accolade. If you're scoring 70 goals in a fucking season, that isn't an individual achievement. I don't care what anybody says. That's a team achievement because there's not a chance in hell you do that by yourselves. And that's why the Leafs roster is so fucking fired up to see this happen, man. And I think it's something this team can rally behind. And I think if you can rally behind that heading into the playoffs, you're in better shape than you would have ever been without. So I don't know. I don't want to get too big into this. I know you guys don't care. But
one final word. I agree with most of that. I'm just saying that the emphasis the Americans place on the individual stuff. If you watch the game, like the ESPN broadcast is nauseating to me. It's like nothing but McKinnon. It's McKinnon. Okay, I love it. He's going to win the heart. But in terms of actually watching the game, I want to care about the other guys. Like that, who wins the game is more important to me than McKinnon gets an extra assist, a secondary assist on some shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's fair to put the whole country on ESPN's shitty broadcasting. ESPN broadcasts are awful. They say no play-by-play. They're like barely into anything. It's awful.
The irony is TSN, which is owned by ESPN, is way better than Sportsnet up here. So it's maybe just TNT just kicks ass. Maybe that's exactly what it is. But all right, let's keep this moving here. 7 p.m. time slot. We have the Washington Capitals against the Buffalo Sabres. Game itself is in Buffalo here. Caps on the money line sitting at plus 114. Sabres on the money line at minus 135. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying out plus 100. The under minus 120. Dude, I like the Caps actually in this game here. Buffalo's on a 2-game losing streak. Hasn't looked too great. Caps are coming off a pretty big win against Detroit at 2-1, and that was a big game. And this is a team that's fighting for their lives here, man. Like Buffalo. Are they technically still in it? Let's face it. They're kind of that odd man team. No, they're not going to make it. They're fucked. So, yeah, they're actually pretty much eliminated. There's a lot on the line here for Washington. I expect them to show up. Plus 114. I think there's some value in a game like this here for a team that wants to try and do everything they can to hold this playoff spot. Ovi hitting 30 goals. Good for him. That's absolutely awesome. He was taking a lot of shit. Yeah, was it 19 or 18 seasons 18, in a row with 30 plus goals? Mm-hmm.
And in an era with a fewer goals scored, so that's even more impressive.
And you know what? Everybody, not even just this era, everybody forgets what it was really like in 2004, 2005 in his rookie year and the years after that. Like, it was a low. Jamie Benn won the Hart with like fucking, not the Hart, the Rocket Richard with like fucking like 40-something goals or something crazy like that. So, good for Ovi. That's awesome. With that being said, on this game, I'm kind of leaning towards the under here at 6. If Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is playing, definitely leaning that way. Lindgren has fallen off a little bit lately. He hasn't been too great, but I think we're going to see this team tighten up defensively and just try and give themselves every opportunity to win. So love the Caps. Ovi over the number on shots on goals. He's 42 goals away from the record here with Gretzky. And then under rather. I'll take the under 6 minus 120.
I don't really have a strong play on this side here. I probably lean Buffalo's way. That they've kind of been enjoying playing spoiler. They beat the Capitals earlier, beat the Flyers, beat the Devils, won at Calgary. Decent home team, 20-20 overall. Washington 17-22 on the road. But my only bet for this one has to be the under 6 at minus 120. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's been great pretty much all season long. Looking at his game log, he's allowed 2 goals or fewer in 30 of 52 starts or 52 games, I guess, and 3 goals or fewer in 43 of 52. So I think we'll see a 3-2 type of game here, potentially overtime, but love the under 6 here at minus 120.
It's funny to see the market disrespect for the Capitals, who are actually fighting for the playoffs, and the Sabres are a dead team walking, and the Sabres are significant favorites, albeit at home. But yeah, Capitals plus 114, the team that's actually motivated to win this game. That said, I can't do it. The Capitals are a bad team here. If I had to bet a side, I would bet the Capitals, but I think Ryan is right with the under 6. Yeah, both offenses are struggling, especially the Capitals. I mean, yeah, the concern, I guess, with Lindgren hasn't been as good as he was earlier in the season for most of the season, really. But I think he could do enough to keep the Sabres out of their own net. So, yeah, under 6 would be the only way I'd look. But, yeah, I haven't bet this one. And, yeah, it's Schweinshaxe. That's
That's how you say it?
The pork knuckle that you're going to eat. Or, you're going to eat tomorrow, right?
I'm going to cook it. Fucking right. It's going to be like a 4-hour cook, bro.
Hell yeah.
You guys eat pork knuckles up there, but you guys eat moose knuckles too up there in Canada? I know you get a lot of moose up there.
I'll eat your mom's moose knuckle, buddy. If I can keep that shit up, all right. All right, moving on to the 7:10 p.m. time slot here. We got the Ottawa Senators against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game itself is in Tampa Bay. Sens on the money line sitting at plus 170. Bolts on the money line at minus 205. Bolts on the puck line at minus 1.5, sitting at plus 120. Over-unders at 6.5. Overpaid off minus 115. The under minus 105. For no particular reason, Joel, I'm going to throw this one your way, buddy. What do you think is going to play out here when it comes to the pesky Sens against the red-hot Tampa Bay Lightning?
Yeah, this is another one where I guess the Lightning are pretty solidified. I guess they could catch the Leafs potentially, but that's probably unlikely.
No,
the
they
Leafs have a tough schedule.
Yeah, they could. You're right. Sorry.
But I have a feeling that they're going to rest Vazzy for this one. That's just my suspicion.
Really?
My suspicion. Like, why did he have to play him in every freaking game at the end of the season here when he's already endured a lot this season? He's played like most of the games. Like, he's barely had a day off. So that's just a little gut feeling here that we're not going to see Vasilevsky in this game. So I played a little bit of Sens here, and I think that this could be a sneaky spot for them. Yeah, that's where I look. We saw the Lightning were kind of sleeping against the Blue Jackets. And of course, the Blue Jackets gave away yet another lead. Hope you guys are live betting that. It happens every fucking Blue Jackets game. And I think that's not something similar could happen here, but maybe the Sens can actually hold the lead. So yeah, I bet some Sens, and I bet the over 6.5. I think we'll see a high scoring affair here. Remember, the Sens take an early lead and letting it come back. That's probably the likeliest outcome. But I'd like to have that plus 170 in pocket before the game if that indeed happens. So yeah, give me the Sens and give me some goals.
Yeah, I think the over 6.5 is probably a good look at minus 115. Tampa's scoring a good bit. Just kind of worried about Ottawa. They haven't scored more than 3 goals in a game in their past 7 and just got shut out in Florida. So it could be a low scoring there. Which is why I've only bet the Lightning here, and Lightning on the puck line plus 120. 20 of their past 23 wins have been by at least 2 goals. So when they win big. And Ottawa is kind of fading now a little bit after having their late March winning streak. So, yeah, I think Tampa Bay still has something to play for. Even if it's not Vasi, I think that they have a much better team. So, Lightning minus 1.5 plus 120 and a lean to the over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Tampa in this game here. I'm done with the Sennies, man. I know though they were being sneaky good maybe about last week at this time, but it seems like all the tires have kind of fallen off of the wagon here a little bit. Love the Bolts. I like the Bolts on the puck line at minus 1.5 plus 120 here. 5 of their past wins, all 5 wins have been by 1 or more goal. And let's face it, man. This team's going to fucking show up. I know Jolie was saying Vasi might not play. I disagree with that. You know, speculation, of course, from both of our ends here, but this is the same guy that John Cooper asked if he wants to get pulled after he's given up a 7 spot, and he says, no, I want to fucking play, especially with the time that he missed earlier in the year. I don't think he needs the rest. I think he's looking pretty sharp right now. I think he wants to ride that sharp hand into the playoffs. That's the kind of guy that he's a thoroughbred, much like I was talking about with the Matthews-McDavid comparison. This is a guy that wants to be on the ice winning games. And keep in mind, I know, not a big rivalry between Ottawa and Tampa Bay, but this is a division game, man. And these guys do see a lot of each other. So, yeah, I like Tampa a lot. Minus 205, even on the money line, is a little greasy. Maybe look for like a regulation play. You could probably split the difference here and find it like minus 150 or something. Over, under, I don't have a great look. Part of me more leans towards the under in this game because I think the Bolts are going to tighten up a little bit defensively, which is something they haven't been great at this year. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scratch that. I'm going for the over here. Kucherov needs, what does he need? 7 more assists in 5 games in order to hit 100 assists. I think it's
that now. I think no.
I don't know.
So he got 3 yesterday.
Yeah, he's close.
So what's he at now? 96 with
I think
4
so.
games left. Holy shit. So this is going to be cookie season. All right, go for the over. Go for Kucherov point totals as well. And then he's got to pass the puck to somebody. Go for like Braden Point shots on goals or something like that. I think that's a good look.
All right. We are brought to you by Avo, the premier sports betting arbitrage tool. If you're new to ARB sports betting, it's very simple. Basically betting both sides of a bet at two different sports books to lock in a profit. The Avo tool scans the sports books looking for discrepancies in the odds and tells you how much money you need to place with each sports book and the expected profit. The tool is super easy to use and lightning fast, as speed is a big part of arbitrage sports betting. The best part is Avo is currently free to use without restrictions. That's right, completely free. Get started today at arbsversusodds.com. That's ARBSVSODDS.com. That's arbsversusodds.com.
All right, we're going to move down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the Detroit Red Wings against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Game itself is in Pittsburgh here. Detroit on the money line sitting at plus 124. Penguins on the money line at minus 148. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off minus 122. The under plus 102. Jolie, I'm going back to you on this one. We just saw these guys play on March 17th. 6-3 win for the Penguins. What do you think we're going to see in this game here?
Something similar. Probably a lot more low scoring. The way that these Eastern Conference playoff races have developed, a lot of lower scoring games. Just saw that with the Red Wings and the Capitals there, 2-1 win for the Caps, and the Red Wings scored like with the goalie pulled, so really 2-0. Yeah, but I think the Penguins roll here. They're the far superior team. The Red Wings are just begging for it. I mean, they're barely hanging on. They're like a slightly better version of the Flyers, but yeah, I don't think that this team's making the playoffs. Penguins, they got all the momentum right now. Crosby's getting going. Geno Malkin is going. I was watching the game. I think it was on Saturday, and they were showing Geno Malkin's parents just crying. I was like, why the fuck are they crying? Like, because he scored a couple goals. Like, but apparently that was the first time that they saw him play in like 20 years or so, like a long fucking time.
It's been a while.
For a while, yeah, but that makes a little more sense. But yeah, things are good. There's vibes in Pittsburgh right now. So Penguins here, far superior team. They are deserving to make the playoffs. Just fuck off with the Red Wings and the Capitals. We don't want to see them in the playoffs. At least the Penguins and the Islanders can give a bit of a fight to the other teams, but not a chance for the others. So yeah, I love the Penguins here. Far better team. They got everything going for them right now. Better goaltending too. Like Alex Lyon is kind of getting it together lately, but the offense is also struggling. So yeah, lean to the under 6, but very strong play here on the Pens once again.
I never thought I'd hear Joel say the word vibes on the show,
Yeah, unfortunately here I do agree with Joel. Penguins minus 148 are the play. Have an 8-game point streak. Shootout loss in Columbus a few games. 6-7 games ago, lost in Toronto 3-2, outshot them 33-23. And yeah, Red Wings here are just hanging on. They did outshoot the Capitals 43-23, so maybe watch out for that. But yeah, Penguins here minus 148. Just
every team outshoots the Capitals.
That is true. Penguins here minus 148. No play on the total though. Pittsburgh has been playing more over games and could see this one opening up a bit.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm going to be betting the Penguins here. Okay, I love the Pens in this game, minus 148. Everything that Joel said stands to be true, man. Like this team has been gone through so much shit so far this season. Obviously, especially since the trade deadline, we saw what happened when they traded away Jake Gensel, and Crosby was almost in tears sitting there with an interview with a bunch of robot mics just sitting in his face. But they fucking shown up, man. And you guys laugh, but like Michael Bunting's on like a point per game pace since coming here. Him on that line with Malkin has been absolutely phenomenal, dude. Like it's almost been a match made in heaven for both sides there. So that's awesome to see. Yeah, I love the Pens in this game, minus 148, especially at home. What game was I watching? A Pittsburgh game the other day. It was a home game. I think it was when they were playing Tampa. Yeah, it was the Tampa game. This crowd in Pittsburgh was fucking electric, man. I'll give credit to these Penguins fans. Like, they've been showing up for this team, and they've had a lot to show up for over the past 20 years with Crosby, but they want this, man. They want playoff hockey. They want to get in, and Julie touched on it. This is a team that, yes, if they do make the playoffs, are they better than a lot of the teams in the East? No. But does that mean that they can't go on a run and pull up a couple of upsets? it's definitely a possibility with the likes of Crosby, Malkin. And if they get some goaltending, we touched on it last year, Nedeljkovic is 7-0-3 in his last 10 starts, 7-0-2 since taking over from Tristan Jarry. So the guy's making some big saves. He's playing well for the men. Love the Pens, minus 148 here. Over, under. I'm with Ryan. I don't really have a look. Could go over, could go under. I'm kind of thinking like a greasy over here. Like I think we're going to see, there's a lot of lines for both of these teams in a head-to-head game. I think we will probably see like it could be like a 4-2 with like an empty netter or something like that, or maybe something stupid like Buddy pulls their goalie twice, even though he's down by 3, because this is almost like a playoff implications for both of these teams. If you lose this game, not to say that you're done, but it really is a kick in the ass. It's a 4-point game essentially. So, yeah, big one here. Love the Pens. Total, don't really know. Oh, Erik Karlsson shots on goals. Holy shit. Got eyes on this guy in the Leafs game. All he does is fucking throw pucks at the net. So whatever that number is sitting at, it's probably going to be somewhere around 3.5 or so. I'll definitely be taking the over on that one. Okay, moving down to the 7:30 p.m. time slot, we have the Montreal Canadiens against the New York Islanders. The game itself is on the island, I should say. Montreal on the money line sitting at plus 170. The Islanders in the island at minus 205. The Islanders on the puck line at minus 1.5 or 1.5 at plus 120 in the island. The over-under is sitting at 6, overpaying off minus 108. The under minus 112 in the island here. Yeah, I expect the Islanders to show up in this game here. They've kind of switched, and they've been playing a lot of Varley lately, man. And I think that he's got enough, he's grinding, he's gearing, he's a veteran goalie. He's done this before. I think he's going to be a big help for this team making playoffs, and then that starts with winning this game here against the Habs. They are looking in the best shape probably when it comes to all these teams battling for these last 2 spots. Obviously, they have a 2-point lead over the Caps and a 3-point lead over the Penguins and the Red Wings here. So they're going to want to keep that going. They have a lot to play for, and the Le Habitant Bleu, Blanc, and Rouge does not. So yeah, minus 205 is a little bit of juice for this Islanders team. I don't necessarily love that. Maybe I'll lean to them towards a regulation play. I just don't see why Montreal has any reason to show up for this game, and the Islanders are the opposite side. They have every reason. Over, under. I don't really love it either way. I'm going to lean towards the under on this one. If my boy Varley's in that. If it is Sorokin, though, I'm going to lean towards the over because he has not been good in between the pipes as of late.
Yeah, Islanders here just a bit too steep at minus 205. Canadians, I know I just saw them kill my Flyers 9-3, but they've been pesky. They beat at Colorado, at Seattle, beat the Panthers in Montreal. So could see the Islanders, coming back down to earth here. They're on a 5-game winning streak. I think Montreal should be smaller favorites, so I lean that way, plus 170. I also lean to the under, but looking at Montreal's recent games, I don't know if I can bet that, especially if I think they have a chance of winning. So just a lean to the Canadians here.
Right. The Islanders have been a bogey team of mine for the past, month and a half. I can't get this team right, at least in terms of the side. And yeah, you're seeing the number. There's a lot of the desperation, the need to win this game baked in there, minus 205. I think that's a little too much. So, it's tough to bet them at that number. I mean, I don't think they deserve to be there. I mean, the Canadians been a pesky team. Like, they get in these close games. They fight hard to the death. So I'm not touching the side here. Talon is right, though. Sorokin has not been good. Steve Valaquette in that interview I was listening to says that Sorokin's been a bottom third goalie since the All-Star break, which is roughly when Patrick Waugh took over. So he's not adapting well to his system. Whereas Varlamov, of course, he has experience there with the few years when they were together in Colorado. It makes sense that he's gone to him now. I mean, he's taken over already. He's handled it. He's been the better goalie for sure. But that said, the 6 here, the Canadians haven't been an offensive juggernaut this season, but we got the young guys going now. Like, this is what happens with these younger teams towards the end of the year when the pressure's off. They can just play hockey games. They know they're not going to make the playoffs. They don't give a shit about draft picks, whatever. They just play hockey. So, yeah, over 6 here would be the only look I got in this one, but I have not bet it at all.
All right, moving down to the 8:10 p.m. time slot, we have the Winnipeg Jets. This is going to be an awesome game. It's going to be the best game on the slate. Winnipeg Jets against the Dallas Stars. Game itself is in Dallas here. Winnipeg on the money line sitting at plus 124. Stars on the money line at minus 148. The over-under sitting at 6. Over paying off at plus 105. The under minus 125. Mr. Ryan Gilbert, I'm going to throw this game over to you here, pal. What are you seeing?
Yeah, Jets finally turned it around just in time for April. They're
Mhm.
going to be over 500 in April, which is good for their potential success in the playoffs here. 4 straight wins, but going into Dallas now, the Stars, I think, are one of the best positioned teams to make a deep playoff run. They've won 9 of their past 10. Only loss was in Chicago, where Peter Mrazek put up a show. They outshot him 44-17. I think Dallas here at home, 24-10-4. Winnipeg 23-13-3 on the road is fine here, but I don't know. Dallas is just rolling, just a much deeper team. So like them here, minus 148. And I'm going to lean to the under 6 as well at minus 125. Haven't bet that yet, but looking at potential goalie game here, Ottinger's been great in net for the Stars, and Hellebuck's kind of been decent, 3 or 2 goals each game. So could see a 3-2 game, 4-2 game here with the Stars winning.
In terms of what both teams need to play for, I think the Jets have a
Mhm.
little bit more motivation
100%.
because they want the home ice advantage, because that makes a big deal when you're playing Colorado.
That was my whole point. I was going to say exactly that, Joel. Thank you for bringing that up.
Wow.
Yeah, so they have a more motivation here. But that said, I think the Stars are just the more complete team, better team. They're rolling right now. They're in the best form of the season, I think. So yeah, I got to go with the Stars here at under minus 150. So that's why I'm going. I leave it over 6 here, plus 105. I mean, Hellebuck's been good. He's been great. But he wasn't not like his midseason form, at least. And the Jets are they're opening up a little bit more offensively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that'll calm down when it comes to the playoffs. But in this one, with the way the Stars play, like the Stars goaltending has been great, but the Stars, they just they fire the puck on net. They get great opportunities, scoring chances, and they got the guys that can put the puck in the net. So I think we could see some goals in this one. Plus number at over 6. That's the way I got to look. But yeah, I only bet the Stars money line in this game, but if I had to bet a total, I would bet the over.
Yeah, everything that Joel just said, I absolutely wholeheartedly agree with, except for one thing, man. I want to bet Dallas here because I have Dallas coming out of the West and making it to the finals. I think that they're going to be able to get it done this year. I like the over as well. I know both goalies have been great, but the Jets have been scoring a lot of goals lately, man. In their past 3 games, they have 14 goals, 4. And then the Stars have been absolutely lighting the fucking lamp as well all year long. They're second in the league when it comes to goals for per game, sitting at 3.67. But with that being said, I'm taking the Jets in this game, man, at plus 124. 4-game winning streak coming into this. This is a litmus test for them. Like Julie said, they have a hell of a lot more to play for. They need to pass Colorado if they want any chance of fucking winning this playoff series. And it comes down strictly to home ice advantage, like Joel was talking about here. Dude, if you look at the Avs home record compared to their road record, it's absolutely fucking insane. At home, Colorado is 38-1, and on the road, they're 19-6-5. This is a playoff game for the Winnipeg Jets. This is a game.
You say 38-1?
No, 38.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we've been on this road before.
I'm sorry. Okay, I should have hyphened my speech better. Apparently, 38-1 at home for the Avalanche, 19-6-5. So the start, like I said, the Jets. This is Game 7 Stanley Cup Finals right now. Essentially for them, they need to fucking win this game, and they've been playing some goddamn good hockey too. And I'm not taking anything away from Dallas. I still got Dallas getting out of the conference here. But I think if the Jets want any chance of winning that playoff series, they have to win this game. Okay, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot. We have the San Jose Sharks against the Seattle Kraken. Game itself is in Seattle here. San Jose on the money line sitting at plus 205. Sharks Kraken on the money line at minus 250. Over under sitting at 6. Overpaying out plus 100. The under minus 120. Seattle on the puck line at minus 1.5 is sitting at plus 110. Jolie, I've just been giving you random fucking games. So why don't you take this piece of shit away and indulge us? What do you think's gonna happen?
The other ones made sense, when you're looking ahead to the bets, but this one is indeed a random fucking game. Yeah, you got me shook on this one. I mean,
Orcs got to keep each other on our toes, right?
Plus 205 for the Sharks against the Kraken, who are, I don't know, they just slaughtered the Coyotes, who are a dead team walking themselves, with everything going on down there in Arizona. Hopefully the Canucks can prove that theory right with a nice 2-goal win tonight. Fuck, man, like Kraken's by margin is not really a thing I'm interested in, and the Sharks, even as plus 205 dogs, Give me the fucking over 6. Let's go with sea
yeah.
game. You know what? Both these creatures will come up from the sea and it'll go over the water, over the waves, and we'll get some goals here. Give me an over 6 at even money. I mean, that's probably not a good bet. Even I don't even know what I'm saying. But the fact that both teams are out of the playoffs, we're gonna go with the old tried and true theory of non-playoff teams just playing goofball hockey right now.
I love that term, goofball hockey. That is awesome. Throw that in a t-shirt.
Really, Talon Jenkins loves the under in this one. You know, Sharks cracking.
You know he
sea.
does.
Yeah. So I'm going against that.
Sea.
But I haven't bet this game. I'm just tucking it out of my ass here. So yeah, lean to the Sharks, I guess. Lean to the over 6 because both of them have a plus in front of the number.
I'm going with the Kraken here for one reason. It's their final home game of the season, and they've been beating bad teams recently. 5-0 Arizona, 3-1 Anaheim, 4-2 Sharks, 4-2 Anaheim, 4-0 Anaheim. So they're feeling good. They got their home fans to play a good game in front of, and San Jose can't really score too much. So like Seattle
even with their home fans in the building.
yeah. So Sharks team total under 2.5 is -150. I don't hate that, but Seattle puck line +110, or maybe like a Kraken over 3.5, Sharks under 3.5 to get better odds there. But yeah, Kraken here, I think, show up for their final home game of the year, maybe as a parlay piece, or just take the puck line at +110.
Final home game of the year. That's a good angle. I vouch for that.
I was gonna bet the Sharks. I really was, but I mean, like, not that you talked me out of it. It wasn't a hard conversation to have. But yeah, I guess final home game of the year. Maybe that's the look here, right? For Seattle, what else they got to do? Let's fire up their fans. The Seattle faithful has been good and tough year, especially making playoffs in their inaugural season. That was a big deal. And if the Seattle team wants to do anything, they're a gritty team. Let's face it. They got some journeymen on there. Jordan Eberle comes to mind. Like, he's an absolute beauty. Phil Grubauer's been through a lot with his stretch in the league as well. So there's some guys that they've seen some shit on this team. So I'm sure it'll have a nice big home win for the fine faithful over there in Seattle. Maybe that'll make them happy. -250 is a lot of juice, though. Like, maybe
a regular joke.
That's Lane Staley. Is that what we're doing? We're juicing our arms. Yeah. Andrew Wood. Yeah, what other grunge fucking superstar died of a heroin overdose? I don't know. Plenty of them, I guess. It was a dude from Velvet Revolver. It was Zach. What was his name? He was fucking sweet from Stone Temple Pilots. Damn it. Whatever. Yeah, so I guess fuck it. Heroin game. Give me Seattle. All the juice. -250. Over under in this game. Lean in the under because where are your Sharks and where's the Kraken? They're under the sea. So come on, do I really gotta get in this? Give me the under. Juice game, under game, C game, juice C. Let's go.
I want to shout out.
Juicy game. That was a nice little roll you got going there.
Shane Wright, since being called up on April 1st, has been great. 5 points, 4 goals in 4 games, including 3 goals in the past 2 games. Maybe look for a right goal, right assist, something like that.
The Michigan State alum are very happy to see that. So, hell yeah. Good for Shane Wright. That's awesome. All right. Final game on the docket here. Let's bang this one out. We have the Calgary Flames against the LA Kings. Game itself, it's in LA. Calgary on the money line sitting at +160. Kings on the money line at -192. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying out +105. The under -125. I'm going to keep this nice and brief, and this is fully out of spite. The Kings are fucking dead to me after losing 3-1 to the goddamn Anaheim Ducks. What was that, last night? What the fuck is wrong? Who the fuck loses to the Ducks? Give me the Flames +160 here. Yeah, that's all I got. Over under in this game. I'm leaning over because I think both teams are absolutely trash. I know Ryan said that he liked the Kings. I know Archer said, "Oh, the Kings are sneaky." I rode the Kings fucking ass for the past 3 years and watched them get bounced by the fucking Oilers in the first round. Fuck this LA Kings team, man. I'm done with them. They stink.
I like the Kings in the first half of the season. Ever since Cam Talbot's fallen off a cliff and Pierre-Luc Dubois has proven to be a clown, I've kind of been off on them a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if the Kings right now could end third in the Pacific, play the Oilers again, or they could drop down to second wild card and have to play the Stars. But they'd probably rather play Edmonton again here. But yeah, for this game, I don't know. I don't have a play here. Can't trust the Flames. Kings maybe bounce back at home, but -192 is too much. So just a good old-fashioned pass game here for me.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, the Kings, I need them to win every game going forward to get over the 1.5 point total. And the Flames just lost that over 85.5. And you know what? The Flames are going to do? They're going to win this fucking game just to spite me because that's what the Flames have been doing to me for the past 2 fucking years. So for that reason alone, that's the way I'm going with the plus 160 money line with the Calgary there. But if it's not obvious by now, I have not bet a lot of this slate here, so I don't have a lot of strong opinions, and this is another one that I am not strong at all on. For a total, I mean, we got an over team versus an under team, and it's at 6. Guess I'll lean to the under still, even at minus 125. But if the Kings go up early, then it's just done. It'll be an under 6 game. But if the Flames go up, maybe the Kings have to open up a bit. Get the game going, but no, I got nothing for this game. I'm sorry, boys. Just the fear history of the Calgary Flames tells me that they're going to win this game and spoil the hopes of the Kings getting to 101 points. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. It's going to be let's watch the Sharks crack game instead.
I feel like it's times like now I wish I knew like Daryl Sutter. And I'd be like, yo, which team did you like coaching more, And then whoever he tells me, that's who I'll bet. With that being said, can I change my pick? Because, Joel can't bet the Flames. Every time he makes a bet in a Flames game, he fucking shits the bet. So I'm going to
That was the whole reason why I said the Flames, though. We're going to 4D chess this shit.
All right, consensus plays. What do we got here, boys?
Consensus plays here. We have the Rangers on the puck line at plus 114. Capitals, Sabres under 6 minus 120. Ottawa, Tampa over 6.5 minus 115. Penguins minus 148 and Stars minus 148.
All right, I think there'd be a bit more, but fair enough. Okay, let's move down to Lock Dogs and Totals here. Current standings. Jolie jumped back into first place. He's got a record of 64, 62, and 3, up 2.34 units. Myself, a record of 65 and 64, down 1.16 units here. And Rye Guy with a record of 57, 71, and 1, down 50.77 units. Okay, Rye Guy, why don't you kick us off here and dive right into this, baby? Come on. Hey, nobody cares how you start. Nobody cares how it goes in the middle. It's like being in bed. All that matters is how you finish strong, baby. So come on. Let's go. 3-0 for Gilbert here. Kick us off, buddy.
Yeah, kicking off my lock is the Stars minus 148 against the Jets. Just a much more deeper team, complete team here. So I like them there at home. My dog, couldn't really find much of a dog here, but Canadians plus 170 at the Islanders. They've been pesky. I think there should be smaller dogs there. So I like that. And then my total is the Capitals, Sabres under 6 at minus 120. Should be a low scoring game as the Capitals battle for the playoffs.
We have a question in the chat from Daquan the Great. Hey, fellas, any thoughts on the Denver versus BU game tomorrow? I don't have much of an inkling on college hockey, but the Denver Pioneers will win this game. How about that? I think that they'll get the job done. They should be dogs in that one, right? I don't follow the market, but I'm pretty sure BU is having the better season. They got the better roster, but Pioneers, there's nothing like a Pioneer spirit. So let's go Denver. Denver's going to win that one, no problem. Any thoughts? You guys?
Denver's plus 124, Boston minus 160. I have no thoughts at all. I'm not gonna give input on something.
Yeah, don't put your mortgage on that. But that's my lean, strong lean there. Certainly a stronger lean on that than the last 2 games we covered. Anyway, what did I bet here? For my lock, we got the Penguins minus 148 at home against the Detroit Red Wings, who are a pitiful team, not playing well at all. Penguins are in the right form. They got vibes. So give me the Pens all day long. My dog, Rangers minus 1.5 plus 114 against the Flyers, who are going to screw me out of a couple bets at the close of the season. So yeah, we're going to punish them with a dominant Rangers win here after losing to their rivals, the Islanders. And the total, Senators Lightning over 6.5 minus 115. Vasilevsky probably starts, even though I have a sneaking suspicion he might not. But even if he does, I think we'll still see a bunch of goals in this one. Talon said it. Cookie game for Kucherov. There'll be a bunch of power plays. Maybe the refs trying to help him out. I don't know. But the Senators, they're just playing out the season. I know they struggled to score in the last one, but that was against the Panthers, who have a much stingier defense than the Lightning. So over 6.5, Senators Lightning minus 115.
You guys didn't let me give my input on the BU. The BU. Who are they playing again? Who was it?
Denver. Go for it.
Denver. Yeah. Well, you know what my input is? College hockey fucking sucks, baby. But if you want me to give you some input, I'll tell you to bet the fucking Oshawa Generals in the first game of the second round of the playoffs in the OHL on Friday, April 12th against the Ottawa 67ers, because the Jennies are fucking winning the OHL this year, and then they're going to fucking bring home the Memorial Cup once again, because the OHL as well as the CHL will always be 20 times better than NCAA fucking shitty college hockey, okay?
Aren't they being like combined in the near future? Like the players can transfer between them? I think that's.
I heard that. Well, realistically, they should be, but it's all the NCAA's fault because they consider the CHL to be professional hockey.
Right.
And if you played any professional sports, you're not allowed to play NCAA, right? So, and that's, again, another reason why, NCAA, especially hockey, fucking stinks. So all you Americans out there that are just fucking losing their minds listening to this, the OHL will always be better, you fucking losers. All right. For myself here, for my lock, I'm taking the Leafs in regulation versus New Jersey at -130. I think Toronto shows up here. Did not like what I saw from New Jersey the other day when these teams played yesterday. And then no Jack Hughes is such a kick in the pills. That's pretty much a sign that they've mailed it in. And the Leafs are still playing for home ice, as well as Matthews to get 70. They got a reason to show up. For my dog, Lightning, -1.5, +120 on the puck line versus Ottawa here. Again, Julie said it, cookie season, Sens are done. Sens are pooch. It's getting ugly there. And Tampa Bay, they don't really have a lot to play for here, but Kucherov is looking for fucking assists, baby. And, I think he's going to get it done after we just saw a couple rough games from the Sens here as well. And Tampa Bay is playing well. Total, Flyers, Rangers, over 6, -110. Ryan, I'm sorry. Close your ears. This fucking Philadelphia team just stinks. And the Rangers, man, the Rangers are a team that I haven't quite said yet that they're my team kind of making it out of the East, because technically we all know who my team is making out of the East, but they're a team that I am definitely looking into a little bit more when it comes to all my playoff pools, and I am liking that he likes what he sees when it comes to the red, white, and blue over there in New York, baby. So love the over 6 at -110 in this game. I think Rangers could score 6 on their own here. Yeah. Okay, Jolie. You know what time it is?
I do.
It's the best time of the year.
Yeah. You want to go first, or should I?
I'll go first here, because you know what? I haven't officially bet on mine. I got a list down on my phone of things that I've been scoping out so far. Masters picks is what we're talking about here, so I'm going to run through. Obviously, you got to have some money on Scotty Scheffler here. Let's face it, it's a lot of juice. A +450 to win any tournament is fucking insane in golf, and including the Masters, that's absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? You throw down like $100 on that, you can win 450. It's a good bet to have. I'm also looking at Rombo +1200. I know back-to-back of the Masters is hard to do. This guy's only played like 5 tournaments since going to Live, still one of the best players in the world. Light sprinkle on that. Love Brooksy in this. Brooks Koepka +1400 on my book here. I'm sure you can get him a better price elsewhere, but Christ, man, everyone's saying, oh, this guy just shot like a 76 the other day to wrap up his round and Live and was terrible. Do you think Brooks Koepka gives a fuck about any tournament he plays at Live? This guy only wants to win majors. He does not care. So I love Brooksy at a +1400. Who else am I looking at here? You know who I really like? One, Joaquin Niemann. Joaquin Niemann has been fucking lights out on Live this year. He's playing some of the best golf that we have ever seen this guy play. Still very young. I'm looking at him right now at +2800 to win this tournament. I'm going to be all fucking over that. And for the exact same reason, do you know who else is playing some goddamn good golf? And truth be told, would probably be ranked in the top 10, if not 10, top 15 in the world right now, if he wasn't on Live. Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau has been lighting the fucking lamp at Live. I don't know if you guys follow it or not, but his team, the Crushers Golf Club, is absolutely fucking dominant. Live Tour. And I mean, this guy, he cut a lot of weight. It's not all muscles now. He's not going to walk in and say, what do you say, Augusta's a par 65 or some shit like years ago. Yeah, he's been humbled. And he has played some beautiful golf. And you know what? This guy's having fun. His last year, we saw him on the PGA. There was a lot of stress being in the spotlight. I think being away from the spotlight has done wonders for this guy, and I'm expecting big things for Bryson. Don't mind Ludwig Aberg, a little sprinkle, or Auberg, rather, a plus 330. Other guys, kind of long shots that I'm looking at here. I'm betting my boy Sahith. I like Sahith at plus 5,000. He's my guy. I think that one of these days he's going to show up on the big scale. Corey Connors loves fucking Augusta. This guy's fucking driver and this guy's iron play is arguably within the top 10 of the entire PGA. And every time he's at Augusta, he finds himself slipping into the top 15. I don't see a reason why if he gets out to a hot start on Thursday, Friday, he can't be doing some damage at plus 7,500. There is a lot of reason to like that. Two other guys that I do like here. I'm kind of leaning a little bit towards my boy Justin Rose at plus 15,000 here. Nikki Taylor as well. And then this one guy that I love, and you're going to hear a little bit more from him when it comes to some of my prop bets. I am heavily invested into my guy, officially my guy, young boy, Korean Tom Kim. I think Tom Kim is going to up and do some fucking damage this year when it comes to majors. You can get him at plus 17,500 to win this tournament. Do I think
175 to 1?
175 to 1, essentially. Like, Tommy Kim is a fucking gamer. This guy's young as shit, dude. I've been doing some digging on him the past couple days, and I'm liking what I see here. Yeah, everybody jokes about when he fell in the mud a couple fucking last year or whatever. Yeah, laugh it up, man, because this guy's young as shit, and this guy's going to be winning many majors in his career. Why not start as like a 21-year-old with the fucking Masters? Love that. I'm going to quickly run through a couple props here.
Wait. We can back and forth.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Time here, and then we'll go back to you for your props and back and forth. So yeah, I'll go with my outrights here. First of all, yeah, Tom Kim, love that guy. He's going to come through for us one of these days. And he was the guy who had an injury, and the trainers last year
ankle injury.
Just keep playing, you fucking you pussy. Just keep playing. And yeah, people got mad at them for that, but whatever. Tough guy. Yeah, 200 to 1 on him. Matsuyama, another Asian guy, Japanese, of course. He won it a couple years ago. That's my probably the biggest bet of my own. I think that he's going to do some damage here. I also have him for some, top Asian, whatnot. I mean, I only bet one live guy, Cam Smith at 51 to 1, plus 5,100. I think that's pretty good. I know he hasn't been in great form over the last, I don't know.
Shaved his mullet.
Oh yeah, that's the problem, ain't it? Yeah, so Cam Smith, this is okay. Zalatoris, I know you don't like him, Talon, but this guy does actually he delivers at the majors, and he's a runner-up at the Masters. I
missed
think
the cut last year, but whatever.
He was injured, and he's got this new fucking funky mullet or putter thing he's got going on. That's helped him a lot. I know
he's still good. He's still whiskey mitts to me, buddy. He's still fucking whiskey mitts to me. All right, but fair enough.
Yeah, well, Willie Z, I think should be in the mix, maybe. Who else I got here? I'll post the full card in the Discord, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, long shot, Stefan Jaeger, 185 to 1. My boy, Sepp Straka, 260 to 1.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I bet Sam Burns like in January because I thought he was going to be killing it, 70 to 1 early in the year. I doubled down 90 to 1 the other day. So, yeah, those are my outrights. I'll toss it back to you for whatever else you got.
Yeah, I got a lot. Top 10 finish here. I'm looking. I like Brooksy sneaking into top 10 at plus 210. I think there's some value on that. Another guy like sleeping into the top 10 here, man. I'm also going to be betting him for top 20, but I'm going to be looking at Corey Connors at plus 475. Definitely, I'm all over Connors on this course too. He's absolutely fucking sick. Top 20 finishes. There's a couple guys that I really like getting in here. I'm gonna be looking at Wyndham Clark at minus 125. Guys proven it's his first time playing Augusta, so that's a little bit worrisome. But we know what we saw him when he won the U.S. Open, that the pressure isn't a big deal. So at minus 125 to finish top 20, I think there's some value on that. Minus 125 for Joaquin Neiman, top 20 as well. Touched on him a little bit. Same with Bryson, plus 110. I like those a lot. What's my boy? This is it. Top 20 finish. This is free fucking money. Patrick Reed. Patrick fucking Reed. But he finished 4th last year, but he's a Masters winner, and everybody just forgets that this guy even fucking exists. You're telling me that he can't finish top 20 in this tournament at plus 175? I think that's a fucking fantastic bet. Tom Kim plus 225 as well. I'm hard on him. I'm gonna be looking for Nick Taylor. I don't even know what he's at right now. I think because Nick Taylor, man, when he's sniffing around that leaderboard, I really think that top 20 isn't out of the fucking realm of possibilities for him. I'm not seeing him right now though, so I have to double back on that. Joel, do you have any top finishes? Because I got a lot of props. I don't want to just go on here. If we can go back.
I only have 2. One was a little boost on Scheffler, whatever. Top 5, it was like a $50 max at 2-1. Scheffler, he's gonna be in the mix, whatever. And then Schauffele, top 10 at plus 150. You know, I don't like this guy to win. He's not a closer, but he's always going to be around, sniffing around in the final day.
He's the new Louis Oosthuizen, eh? He really is.
Yeah, so top 10 plus 150. I like that. A lot of good people, sharp people. I like him to win the thing. I don't agree with that, but I think that he will at least be around the mix there. So those are my 2 top finishes.
All right. For my butts, I got a couple here to make the cut. I'm looking at Tom Kim minus 200, a little bit of juice. I think that's worth it. To miss the cut, Whiskey Mitts, Will Zalatoris plus 200. I'm betting him to miss the cut. I think that he's fucked. What else do I like here? Do Rory McIlroy to miss the cut at plus 550. He did it last year, and nothing would make me happier to see him than get fucked up. I can't find odds in my book. I'm gonna have to use a different one. I only use different books for the Masters. Looks like I'm going over to Betway. I'm gonna be looking for Mike Weir to make the cut. Buddy, the Weirzy Mobile makes the fucking cut at Augusta. This guy was like fucking like 3 under after Friday last year. He's a Masters champion, Canadian, lefty. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to be looking for my boy Mikey Weir to make the cut. I'm sure you can find some awesome odds of that. Probably sitting at like fucking like plus 300 or something crazy. So I'm going to be doing a bit of shopping for that. I hate shopping, but I'm going to have to do it. What else here? Do you have any cut bets, Joel?
No cut bets. No, I
cut
think
bets?
it's small field. If anything, I'd bet Tiger Woods to miss. That'd be the only
Oh,
thing.
you know what, though? But he's going for a record here.
Yeah, that's true.
What is it? Exactly, to make the cut. So part of me, yes. I was torn. I'm thinking about this today. It's like, is Tiger Woods, he's going to be grabbing his ass the moment anything goes wrong and my glutes aren't shooting or my back's fucked up. But like, there's a bit on the line for him here. I want to stay away from it. I'm going to end up putting like $100 on him to make the cut because that's just what I do. But I'm not saying that's a smart bet. Okay, I'm going to dive into this top Asian golfer. I am loving Tom Kim plus 650 here. I know Hideki's there, Siwoo Kim as well. Have tons of experience. Same with Sanjay here. I'm really expecting a breakout week for Tom Kim at plus 650 for top Asian. I absolutely love that. Top Australian here. I'm going with Jason Day. Don't love what I've seen from Cam Smith as of late. Adam Scott, fine. I think Jason Day can get it done. Minwoo Lee scares me a little bit when he's on, but I think Jason Day is a decent look. Top Canadian here. I'm torn between Corey Connors and Nick Taylor, so that one you're going to have to stay posted on my card that I posted in the Discord to see who I picked. Top debut player. I love Wyndham Clark at plus 350. Ludwig Oberg definitely is another guy here, but I think you get Wyndham Clark at plus 350 is valuable. Neither of these guys have played Augusta. Wyndham's got the moxie. Not to say Oberg doesn't. He was clutch with the Ryder Cup with Team Europe last year. Has kind of slowed down a little bit on the PGA this year, which means it's going to be like Wyndham a lot more. Top English player. Fitzy has been fucking terrible. I haven't even heard his name this year. I'm going with my boy Justin Rose. I'm a Justin Rose guy, plus 450. I think there's some value on that. Tommy Fleetwood hasn't been much to write home about either. Top European player, I'm probably staying away from. With that being said, I might sprinkle John Rahm at plus 350 just so I can fade Rory. Top former Masters winner. This one's a little bit tough. I'm going with my boy. It's hard because like Scotty's in the field. So you know what? Scotty plus 110 isn't a bad look, man. I think there's some value on that. Top Korean player, I'm probably going to go back to the well with Tom Kim, even though I had him as top Asian. And I'm going to do something a little sexy here. And I'm going to take my boy Phil Mickelson, top left-handed player at plus 450. Ooh. Everybody forgets about Phil. Phil was like fucking like 7th place last year. Also, if you can find Phil to make the cut, fucking bet it because that is free money, 100%. The top lefty player is going against the likes of Brian Harman, Ashki Bhatia, who's been fine. I think he won a tournament this year, didn't he? Whoever the
last
fuck
week.
That guy is. Yeah,
he dislocated his shoulder though, so that's
we're celebrating, right? So Bubba Watson and Mikey Weir. I think Phil plus 450. I think that's awesome money for top lefty.
Here's the bet. I'll interrupt you for a bit.
Yeah.
On Betway, you referenced Betway. I bet Mickelson, or low senior, top senior, whatever you're going to call it, minus 175 on Betway.
Good look.
Everyone else there is struggling to make the cut. I think Phil's going to be the only legitimate shot to do it. So
that's a great bet.
Under minus 200 for Phil Mickelson, top senior. I like that.
Fucking right. To do top live golfer, that's a tough look. Brooksy means a lot, plus 450. I think there's some value in that. I don't know why I'm so low on Rahm. You know what it is? It's so hard to win the Masters 2 years in a row, dude. Like, I think it's only been done like twice before or something crazy like that. Koepka's not a bad look. One of Koepka, Neiman, or DeChambeau, I think, are good. No one's talking about DJ either. DJ could go on a run. Top Scandinavian, Victor Hovland has not been playing great golf this year. Ludwig Åberg might be a good look, but it worries me because it's his first time at Augusta here, so I might stay away from that market. Top senior, I'm seeing Phil minus 160 here. I absolutely love that, like Jolie said. If you want some real free money, top South American player, Joaquin Neiman, minus 250. A lot of juice, but I think it's a good look here. That pretty much wraps up everything that I have noted down in my notes. I'm going to be betting all those pretty much right now once we finish editing the show. And then, of course, playoff, baby. I think I saw plus 350. I think that's what I saw it is for your major to end in a playoff. That's the HGP Tally and Joel special.
Doesn't matter the number.
Doesn't matter the number. Just bet it.
Yeah, man. I'll just run through a few of my favorite bets. I bet a ton of matchups, so I'll just post all those.
I'm doing mine tomorrow for those. Sorry.
Yeah, I like Neiman quite a bit. Also laid the juice on him. Top South American, minus 225.
Yeah.
I think he's going to roll that. I did a true bridge jumper today on John Rahm, top Spanish, minus 350. I spent a ton of money because he's not going to lose to fucking Sergio Garcia. I'm also fading Sergio in a couple matchups. So if Sergio just goes off, I'm fucked. It doesn't matter what else happens. So
I didn't know that you're fucking Archer. I didn't know Archer was in our fucking show here. What the fuck?
Oh, come on. A number is a number. But Sergio, man, that guy is going to be the one I'm watching most keenly because, just cheering him to choke every fucking shot. What else I got here? Brian Harman was my lefty, plus 150. I like that guy a lot. Australian, I kind of disagree with there. I Dutched Cam Smith and Adam Scott, worked out to plus 114, going against your Jason Day pick there. Asian, also Dutch this, Matsuyama and Tom Kim, minus 122. I think it's going to be one of those two guys. So, again, agree with you with Tom Kim. Live player to win is just a little boost, plus 375. Nothing major. Woodland over Woods. I like the forest pun there with the matchup there. Gary Woodland versus Tiger Woods, minus 120. I like that matchup. Like I said, just fading Garcia, fading Morikawa. I don't think he's going to do well. Fading Cantlay, he typically sucks in majors. And also, I had to do it. In case Scheffler just dominates everyone else in the field and I lose all the outright bets, I parlayed Scheffler with a few tennis outrights and Stars to win the Stanley Cup. Let's go.
Hell yeah. It's not a bad look, bro. It really isn't. Ryan, what are your thoughts on the Masters tomorrow, buddy? You got anything in mind?
I got some bets here. I got top guys. I got Scotty top 20. That was a betting get, so I got that minus 500. John Rahm at 14-1. Scotty plus 450. Rory 11-1. Xander 14-1. Brooks 18-1. Tiger Woods to make the cut. Got a boost on that. Just took Brooks or Hideki to win. I think I got that 13-1. And now I'm looking up some of these top guys here on I got a site for you if you want to shop around town. I might tail some of those from you guys.
Beautiful, my man. We'll be posting our picks in the Discord, so you can all check
bet the playoff. Out. That's the only bet that matters.
Yeah, bet the playoffs too. That's our pick.
That's a given.
If you're new to the show, when it comes to majors, the Hockey Gaming Podcast bets for there to be a playoff every one. That's our thing. So
we're 0-5, but we're 0-5.
But what are these? And when it hits, baby, it's gonna be electric.
Yeah, just keep doubling the bet.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to touch on for the Masters? I think we did a good deep dive there, gentlemen. Good shit.
No, fuck Sergio Garcia.
Yeah, fuck Sergio. All right, everybody. I guess we gotta do stuff. Go check out Fun stuff in the world of sports. Whatever. I just want to eat. I just want to stuff my face full of dumplings here. Oh my god. Ton of stuff in the world of sports. We got hockey, 10-game slate tomorrow. All of them starting after coverage for golf. We'll just be wrapping up. So tomorrow's gonna be the best. I'm off work. I'm getting fucked. I'm gonna start drinking now. I might not even go to bed. I might even just fucking ride this sucker out and see how I might pull a Joel Meyer here. So that's going to be absolutely awesome. Hockey, the Masters is fucking sick. If you're a baseball fan, you can even watch some baseball. That'll be a thing. Basketball is doing its thing. MMA, NASCAR, Formula, we know who's going to win every fucking race, but I guess some people still like it. So tons of stuff in the world of sports. You can find all the information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out, read the articles, listen to the other shows. Everybody kills it. Be sure to check out the Golf Gambling Podcast. If you're listening to this live right now, when we're done here, go listen to their Masters preview because I'm sure those guys have some awesome intel as well. Be sure to check it out and sign up for their contest in which they're giving away a tailor-made spider putter. These putters are electric. We've all been to the golf stores before and we've all fucked around with them on the practice greens and they're sick. And we looked at the price tags and we're like, yeah, maybe not. So this is a great chance to just get one for free. Ryan said if he won, he gave it to me. So I'm very excited for that, man. And you know what? Maybe if he wins, maybe he'll give it to you too. So yeah. Anyway, sign up for that. Shout out the Golf Gambling Podcast. They absolutely kill it. And, of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. We're all having a lot of fun in there. It's absolutely fantastic. A run one. It's absolutely great. So if you're in the Discord, if you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction, or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer will tell you everything you need to know. He's an absolute killer. He'll get you in there. Or what you could do is let's just go to the flag store and not only will you see Joel, but you'll see me as well. And we'll be stocking up on South Korean flags because we're cheering on Tom Kim, baby, to win the fucking Masters. 175-1. Let's fucking go. And when you see Jolie in the store there, you'll be like, hey, Jolie, how do I get into the Discord? It's like you bet fucking Tom Kim to win the Masters. And then that's how you get into the Discord, baby. Or walking Neiman. Let's go.
Fucking right.
Hell yeah.
I'm seeing here DraftKings has the playoff plus 350, 3 players playoff 12-1, 4-player playoff 70-1. So
now you're just getting greedy, Ryan. We got to hit one first before we start
don't ladder the playoff, you're saying?
Don't ladder the playoffs. You watch, it'll be like a 4-man playoff or something stupid, and Gilbert will be kicking our asses the rest of our life. But all right, everybody. My name is Talon Jenkins. You find me at Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's going to be a great day. The Masters is the fucking best. And you know what happens after the Masters? It means Stanley Cup playoffs are here. It is the best fucking time of the year.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
I'm Joel Meyer, and you'll no longer find me lethargic. I have been rejuvenated by you boys. Talking the golf has been an excellent lift to my spirits. So let's fucking go. This is going to be a great weekend. And yeah, great fucking weekend. It's a great precursor to next weekend when we finally get the Stanley Cup playoffs and the NBA playoffs on the same fucking day. That Saturday is going to be madness.
Fuck, boys. I'm so fired up. Ah! All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.